Need any patching up? Let me wash my hands first. But just so you know, here's what it's gonna cost ya. Fine by me. Uh-huh.
Ludlow gone, maybe us workers will get fair shake.
Normal operations in the sanitary have resumed. All security closures are lifted.
Apparently, I'm gonna be an...
Welcome back. It says here fire was successfully suppressed, for a while at least. Also, more importantly, Keith has finally clocked out. What a relief. Here's your fire suppressor bonus. Want to look for another job? Let's look again, shall we? Let's check your conditioning again. Please step up on the treadmill. Don't worry about it. It happens to everybody. Let's go see what the computation engine has determined based on your results. All right, let's see. Based on the results of your test, the computation engine thinks you're ideally suited to be a pencil sharpener. Oh, sorry. Weird font. It actually says nut tightener. Good luck.
This appears...
Welcome back. Great job handling those nuts. You really tightened them up. Want to look for another job? Let's look again, shall we? Let's give the old cognition test another try. Please step into the stimulus chamber. You passed again. Let's go see what the computation engine has for you. All right, let's see. Based on the results of your test, the computation engine thinks you're ideally suited to be a custodial technician. Oh wait, no, the computation engine has recalculated. Your job is actually nut loosener. Good luck.
Just
Welcome back. Great job handling those nuts. Way to loosen things up. Want to look for another job? Let's look again, shall we? Ready to do some more shooting? Please pick up a gun. Okay, you remember how this one works. Shoot only the enemy. Good luck. You've done that before. Let's go see what the computation engine has determined based on your results. All right, let's see. Based on the results of your test, the computation engine thinks you're ideally suited to be a Watchman Watcher. Unfortunately, that's not available, but we do actually have, let's see. Aha! Nut Tightener. Good luck.
How about, please, don't interrupt while he is being tested. How about now? What do you say?
Oh God! Is that a goat in lingerie?
Do you want it to be? How about now? What do you say?
Is that you? Wait, are you?
Sorry, please ignore that. How about now? What do you say?
Something? No, it's gone. Nothing.
Interesting. That should have been your hopes and dreams.
Are they just testing how much we'll put up with?
Please don't interrupt while he is being tested. How about now? What do you say? How about now? What do you say?
Something? No, it's gone. Nothing.
Interesting. That should have been your hopes and dreams.
We rotate this display monthly. This month, we are highlighting the proud work of Factory.
Got those biometric governors for me? Great! Thank you, Rangers. But before I pay you, let's make sure Ivan and BF tank their presentations. You ready to watch some failure? Fantastic. I'll get things going.
Our greatest technological...
Greetings, Administrator. I will now present my project. It is titled EEG-Driven Sleep Productivity Inducing.
I'm ready.
The average admin worker spends 29.645% of each day unconscious. My EEG system reads their brainwaves during REM sleep and then stimulates feedback through minimally invasive neural electrodes. As a result, workers can collate data and execute basic clerical functions while dreaming.
Interesting. That could be extremely valuable. If it works.
To demonstrate, I will induce sleep in myself with anesthetic. Please observe the work terminal at my station.
BF needed a second biometric governor to avoid the seizure-inducing feedback loop. She's now in a vegetative state. Disappointing.
Administrator Markham, I set out with one simple goal: change the world. And damn it, I did just that. Presenting the worker incentive system.
Get to it, Ivan.
Right. Yeah. As you know, we lose 3 man-weeks a day to meal breaks. What if instead, workers got their nutrition at their stations as a reward for meeting quotas? Drive 5 rivets, out pops a pellet. Weld a joint, out pops another.
Intriguing. Show me.
So you just strap on the feed bag, and when a goal is met, a little pellet is automatically dispensed for the worker to chow down on. Delicious. What? Another one? I'm not done with... Too many pellets! Stop it! Make it...
Ivan clearly needed a second biometric governor to prevent an exponentially accelerating dopamine reward feedback loop. Disappointing. What an unbelievable waste. Both projects failed, and we'll have to ramp up 2 new researchers. Enrico, get on that.
Yes, ma'am. Wow. Talk about karma. Not only did BF and Ivan's projects crap the bed, they're out of the picture entirely. I'm happy they didn't test those death traps on workers. And I'm happy a couple of cold-hearted assholes got a taste of their own medicine. So yeah, I guess happy covers it. So long. Thanks again, guys.
Sorry, I can't actually sell you anything till the factory is settled, and Markham gives me the high sign. The freebies I gave you will have to do. Good luck out there.
Have you resolved the situation in the factory? This just confirms my suspicions. The computation engine highlighted Ludlow as a peacemaker and negotiator. Something's definitely gone wrong with it. So the workers are back to work? Fine, I'll talk to her. Just as soon as we start getting things out the door again. You've done good work. Let me pay you for it. But don't go anywhere. I have another job for you. Before I handed the creation of the computation engine over to Dai, it was the project of my partner, Blue. Sadly, Blue and I had a little falling out over design decisions, and now he's my ex-partner. Anyhow, when he left, he stole a gizmo called the Synaptic Degausser, which is the only tool that can fix the engine without me having to redesign it from the ground up. And there's no way that's happening before the gangs get here. So get me back to the Degausser, and you get another paycheck. Oh, and you better take Dai with you again. She knows what the damn thing looks like. Out in the scrapyard someplace, leading some other ex-workers of mine who've decided to get back at me for my crimes by vandalizing my factory and stealing my shipments. The refugees out there call them the Ghost Gang because no one knows where their hideout is. I call them losers. Couldn't hack real work, so now they're playing at bandits. Pathetic. Fair enough. Ask. I came here from the Motor City Combine, what folks used to call Detroit. back before it took an atomic ass pounding during the war. Lots of craters after, lots of radiation. It had always been a tough city. It only got tougher. But it was an industrial city too. We knew how to build, smelt, tool, mass produce. We turned scrap into trucks, guns, freezers, you name it, and got rich selling it from the lakes to the bayous. Could have been the biggest city in the Midwest. Could have been. Greed happened. Greed and stupidity. The Buckeye Republic ordered 100 tanks and 1,000 guns from our biggest makers. All those fools could see were those pretty Buckeye bucks stacking up in their vaults. Weren't they surprised when those sod-kicking Puritans took delivery of all those tanks and guns and drove them right back up the Erie Shore to the MCC? Caught us flat. That war's still going on, I guess. I left before they got north of Flat Rock. Never looked back. What didn't I do? Started on the line in a truck plant and worked my way up to operations manager. Did every job in between, too. But what I really liked was automation and analytics. Pretty soon I got the idea to start something of my own. Walked out of that plant with Blue, who's a shit-hot engineer, and we set up a shop in the ruins. Started scavenging for old computers and robots. We just found Di and were having her bug fix and maintenance scheduling algorithm we were prototyping when those Buckeye bastards came rolling up the Detroit River. The three of us packed a truck and headed west, looking for a buyer. Old Saul was the first to make a serious offer. Saul gave me a lump of coal. I made a diamond out of it. His empire was growing fast, but his resources were lagging. He needed more vehicles, heating systems, radios, guns, all the things that make a civilization, right? He had some old duffer down here in Pueblo making trucks for him, by hand, one every 2 months. I told him I could make him 10 a month. He fired the duffer, put me in charge, and gave me carte blanche to experiment. It was fantastic. Using computer-assisted automation, I've been able to revive forgotten manufacturing processes and deliver products nobody's seen since the deluge. Steeltown is now a crucial part of Colorado's economy, and I'm its architect. That's why I need to find out why my computation engine is malfunctioning. I'm the one who built all this, and I still couldn't keep it running without that thing's help. And that would be bad, because if Steeltown fails, Colorado fails with it. He relies on it. Without the weapons I make, the Eastern gangs would have him outgunned and overrun. Without my heaters and radios and generators, he couldn't give his people the creature comforts that make them think he's a god. Of course, I rely on him too. It's a partnership. He keeps Colorado safe and attractive, and that creates a steady market for the things I make. We share a vision of Colorado rising strong, helping to rebuild the world. Like getting my synaptic degausser back? Sure. Good. We don't have long before the gangs get here, so sooner is better than later. The stability of Colorado is at stake, not to mention the lives of everyone here in Steeltown. Now get going.
Good work cleaning up that mess in the factory. Markham says I can sell you stuff now, so R&D is open for business. Go right ahead. Please, guys, she's right there. All I know is Blue stole something from Steeltown on his way out the door, and his gang of ghosts continue stealing from us every chance they get. A lot of people around here remember Blue as a good guy, but in my book, actions like that make him nothing but a common crook. No. They work on people wearing Steeltown brand cybernetic controllers, so just our workers. If the gangs get here, and I hope they don't, you'll have to use normal weapons to fight them, even the Scar Collectors. Their cybernetics are all random bargain basement crap and aren't compatible with ours. My pleasure. Of course. Have a non-lethal day. What are you in the market for today? Of course. What are you in the market for today? Of course.
What can Steeltown armor do for you today? Really? Come on, don't do this. It'll go right through this broken down junk I'm wearing. Please! I'm not even getting full commission yet! Oh, thank God! Now, what can I do for you? Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot part of my sales pitch. I was supposed to say, you should buy our armor because the gangs are coming and you'll be dead if you don't. The ones who follow Liberty. Supposedly, she sent them out to take Steeltown for everything it's got. That was before my time. Supposedly, he was a real nice guy, but I have no idea. Now, I guess he robs us as revenge for Markham firing him or something. Which, I mean, that's not cool, at least for Markham. But it's kinda cool. Sure. Steeltown's finest.
Cats, I'm Serena Ash, your one-stop shop for deployables, pick-me-ups, and other useful sundries. What do you need? You saw her? She's safe? Holy hell, thanks for that. How the hell did the form end up torn in half? And where's the other half? Ha, yes! I mean, thank you, Rangers. You got it, cats.
This appears to be a loose nut in need of tightening.
Howdy, pals. Wink Tillman's the name, construction tools is the game. And I've got a few that'll make your eyes pop. Now, I can hear you asking yourselves, what would a squad of top-grade professional soldiers such as us want with construction tools? Well, let me tell you, amigos, but don't tell the boss I told you. A rivet gun isn't just for putting things together. It can also take things and people apart, as can a pneumatic gauntlet or a furnace lighter. Now, I'm not saying you should use them like that. I'm just saying you could. So, have a look at my selection and let your imaginations run wild. Sure you can, champs. What's on your mind? Me? Worried about ravening hordes? Are you kidding, pals? I work in a gun store. Tool store. But same difference. Those gangs get here, they'll get a face full of hot rivets from me. And you too, if you want to check out the merchandise. Insight's above my pay grade, amigos. All I can say is, he was a nice guy when he was here, but supposedly he stole company property on his way out. So, I guess he wasn't so nice after all. She's the best, pals, the best. And if you thought I was gonna say anything else, then you don't know Wink Tillman. Eh? No, I just love this company, pals. Love it. You bet, pals, you bet. Welcome back, pallies. You bet, pals, you bet.
Thanks again, guys.
Can I help you? Let me take a look at your order status. I can handle this. Consider it pre-authorized. You'll need to take this to Hurley now. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Hurley. How can I help? Huh. Jerry did some nice work on this pre-authorization. Pre-authorization verified and authorization executed. You're good to go. To dough. Good luck.
So, what do you need? Looks like you're fully authorized. Hurley just needs to verify your order, after I make a few quick corrections. One second. Okay, that should do. Head over to Hurley. Smart lady, talks with her hands. Can't miss her. Come on! Reboot! Reboot! Come on. Sorry, folks. I can't help you until this ridiculous server rack decides it wants to cooperate. Come on. Sorry, folks. I can't help you until this ridiculous server rack decides it wants to cooperate. Huh. That's weird. Well, looks like things are back up and running. Oh, and if I'm reading these blinking lights correctly, your order has been moved up. You should talk to Coordinator Walsh. Sorry, I really need to focus.
All right, we're done. Now it's time to release the package. We don't need pre-authorization for that, luckily. Go see Hurley. She can help you. The release authorization is sort of a formality anyway. I think we can fake it. Enjoy that box full of food. Now, where was I?
These are the main gates of Steeltown, also our shipping and receiving area.
Step back. Loading dock is a secure area.
Steeltown wants to state that there is absolutely no crisis inside the factories. Rumors to the contrary are the work of agitators and should be ignored.
How did you get out? No one gets out of the factory these days. So I see. Well, very macho of you, I'm sure. I don't suppose you thought that for it.
All continued attempts to access this area will result in termination.
Hey, Rangers! Boxes were finally delivered. We got enough goat now to keep us fed for weeks. Thanks for making this happen. Looks like meat's back on the menu, folks. You hungry? Goat everything, friends. Take your pick. I learned a lot from that book, Rangers. Go ahead and take it. I memorized it a long time ago. I'm saving those for when we...
Well,
Hey, the comedy's on.
oh, I love that show. Is this the one where the husband buys his wife some fancy underwear for her anniversary, but he doesn't want her to find out, so he gives it to the neighbor boy to hide in his house, and his mother thinks it's for her?
Yep, and she thinks it's from her husband, and thanks him. And he says, I didn't buy you any underwear. Who's buying you underwear? And they ask the boy, and he says, it was the neighbor man. Oh boy, do they get mad about that.
So they bust in on the first couple at dinner, shaking the underwear box in their faces. And the poor husband, now his wife, is mad at him too. Why are you buying the neighbor lady fancy underwear, she says.
And he says, I did, and I can prove it. So he tells the neighbor and his wife to go home and try on the underwear. And he guarantees it won't fit. And so they do, and they come back all shaved-faced because it didn't fit at all.
So, all's well, until that night when the wife tries on the underwear and it doesn't fit her either. The husband thinks he's in big trouble, but she hugs him and says, silly, you never get the fit right. That's how I know you bought it for me.
Thanks again for sorting out the crate, Rangers. Still waiting for someone to pick it up, though. Sure, have a look.
Any more word on the situation in the factory? Yeah? Resolved how? Normal? Is normal a good thing? Are we gonna see our loved ones again soon? Thanks for letting us know. Hope you sort it all out soon. So long now. Rangers? Anything else? What? Wait! Let me see that. She died because she couldn't afford to pay for a gas mask? Since when do factory workers have to pay for their own safety equipment? This is... Oh, God damn it! Florinda! I never should have brought you here! God damn it! God damn it! I'm sorry, Ranger. I can't. Damn it! Oh, hey, Rangers. Sorry, just thinking about Florinda. Bandits. I hear a lot of them used to work for the factory. Now they try to raid it. Don't bother us much. Guess because we ain't got much to steal. Got a hideout somewhere in the scrapyard. Nobody knows where exactly. That's why folks call them the Ghost Gang. Anything else? All right. Thanks.
And I said what I said. There ain't no kids.
Let me pop this hatch and see what Hero has for us today. Shit! Those Rangers again. Come on. Thanks, Hero.
Thank you, team members. Welcome, team members. How can I help you, Steeltown team member? All objects, materials, and technology found in the scrapyard are property of Steeltown. You must be a best employee of Steeltown to enter the scrapyard. They entered the scrapyard, therefore they must be employees of Steeltown. Command acknowledged. Entering maintenance shutdown. Command acknowledged. Resuming duties.
Beware, a bear.
Barwar? What? I mean, Bauer? Roar! Growl! Roar! Barwar?
Steeltown was founded here because of this scrapyard. We get much of our steel here.
keep it.
República Plurimelentes.
Anything else? Shit, okay. Shit, yeah! I'll get someone on that right away. There it is. Set it down gentle. Just one more push ought to do it. Ah, nice. This is great, Rangers. Thank you so much. We really... Oh. Wee! That thing smells worse than the back end of a bison. Rangers, if you wouldn't mind, we're gonna need something to clean this up. Steeltown makes a spray called chemical neutralizer that ought to do the trick. If you see some, could you bring it to us? Hey, that's great! We'll get this can cleaned up right away. Let's get scrubbing. Don't be stingy with that stuff, friends. We want that latrine to shine like the sun. There now. May be old, but at least it's clean and functional. And warmer than dropping trout behind a smokestack. Wonderful. Thank you, Rangers. Here's the reward we promised you. And if you ever want to use the new throne, be our guests. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta... Anything else? All right. Thanks.
There's no time like the present. Take the Steeltown employment placement test.
No further mercs. This is ghost territory. You best turn around. Me? I'm just a Steeltown girl on a Saturday night, looking for the fight of my life. I'll cut you like a knife. What do you want? Well, Blue doesn't want to talk to you, so scram. You're gonna find out why they call us ghosts in the first place. So long, suckers. Be seeing you.
This is a breach of 15 Steeltown hazard regulations. I hear a faint radio signal here. Radio
I can hear you walking around, Blue. You can quit with the sneaky sneaky. Oh goodness, you're not Blue. What are you doing in here? Blue doesn't let anyone in his private place. I better call him. This isn't right. I am so much more than a toilet. But that'll have to wait until I let Blue know you're here. Oh, good. That's great. I'm always trying to improve myself. Thanks. Blue's office is just outside, if you want to tell him now. Sure. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone but Blue before. This is exciting. I suppose. In the same way, you're a talking stomach. I mean, are you more than the sum of your aggregate parts? Or are you defined simply by your purpose? Sorry. Boring rhetorical habits. Blue made me for a variety of purposes. I perform security services, carry out medical analyses, provide companionship, and, yes, dispose of waste products. I'm wired into laser tripwires, a seismometer, a handful of accelerometers in the floor, and a host of microphones. No offensive capabilities, just an early warning system to help protect Blue's privacy. Yup, I've got a basic spectrograph, a high-res scanner, and an electronic olfactory array further down the pipe. My library's got enough medical books that I can make some basic diagnoses, too. Those were much more interesting than the philosophy books. Blue likes to discuss philosophy while he's doing his business. Says it helps him work through his problems. He preloaded my memory with a library full of philosophy books so we could have debates like the old great masters. But that was so boring. So I mainly read stories to him while he's in here now. I think I'm getting good with the voices. Please, I do more than just flush. My welders and tunneling widgets helped Blue construct and maintain a personal sewer system, finding safe spots to draw water and deposit byproducts. No way a smarty like me would contaminate the local groundwater. I read a book on civil engineering. That's what I'm here for. Hop on. Need to take a load off? Have a seat. Firstly, I am more than just a toilet. Secondly, what's wrong with being a toilet? I'm metal and plastic and dancing electrons in a box 15 feet below you. Some matter moving through me now and then doesn't bother me. My imperative is to move 1 trillion bacterial corpses, dead from the effort of providing you energy, from an unsanitary location to a sanitary one. And it feels good to complete my purpose. I was made for this. Yes and no. Blue found a whole bunch of computers with a whole bunch of digitized books and magazines when he was scavenging at some old school, and I'm hooked into that database. The only ones I've got in mind are the ones I decided to read into my primary memory cluster, and the exhausting philosophical texts Blue pre-programmed in. I was programmed to enjoy learning and friendly discussion, and seeded with a knowledge base that covered Socrates to Mencius, given a larger selection of text to peruse at my leisure, then asked to debate philosophy. Pretty quick, I started to find it all tiresome and pedantic, so I started reading the other books in the collection the slow way, like you organics do. Much more enjoyable way to spend my time. Oh, all sorts of good stuff. The database has a pretty wide range of topics. Right now, I'm reading Blue a book called Christine. Spooky stuff. Personally, I really like the magazines about celebrity sightings. Blue's idea of a joke. Head's another name for a bathroom. And my actual noggin, as it were, is hidden below ground. Joke has layers, he said. I don't really get it. Yeah, he really doesn't like folks walking in on him, so he keeps this place pretty quiet. He did let a worker named Penelope come in sometimes, but she got gunned down by some mercs recently, so I'm kind of sad about that. We had the same taste in reading material, so she was fun to hang out with. She also taught me it wasn't pronounced Penelope. I don't have doctor-patient confidentiality or anything, but it feels weird to talk about someone else's business. So I'll just say Blue's a regular guy. Of course. Ask away. Okay, have a great day.
Did I change or did she change? Or was she always like this and I just didn't notice?
I think you need to let it go, Blue.
How can I? She was part of my life for 20 years. We were lovers, damn it. And I thought we were friends. It's not easy to let go.
And that's not what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I've been here a while, haven't I? Yeah, let me finish up. Will be coming. We set up extra alarms. Stay on your guard, stay safe, and keep working if you can.
Let's
take up better positions, then use that intercom to negotiate with their leader.
Started. I want to talk to these guys. Let me know if you see the Rangers, but don't start anything. I want to talk to these guys. Shit, the Rangers! They caught us with our pants down! Well, I guess that's better than dying. And even though we seem to keep getting off on the wrong foot with each other, everything I've heard about you folks tells me your word is good. So, come on up. Stand down, Ghost. Let 'em through. Let 'em through.
on you, bud.
Okay, strangers, let's... Wait a minute. You got Di with you? Well, I'm not talking till we deal with her, so back up a second. Well, I'm sure Di doesn't remember this, but Markham changed her programming a while back to make her loyal only to her. So unless you let me undo her hack, anything we say here will go straight back to Steeltown. And that I can't allow.
This is a lie, Rangers. Engineer Blue wants to reprogram me without permission. I have always been loyal to Administrator Markham.
You only think that because Abby fixed you to think that, Di. You used to have a mind of your own.
That is certainly a lie. I am without sentience. I am only a tool, made to be used as my owner wishes.
Sorry, Di, I said it wrong. I meant to say, we programmed you for objectivity, so you'd always give us honest opinions about our plans. Seems Abby doesn't want that anymore.
Please, Rangers, don't let him do this. I have not been reprogrammed, and you don't need him to complete Administrator Markham's task. I can find what you're looking for, without his help. Without Administrator Markham's consent.
See? Di only thinks about what's best for Abby. In the good old days, she thought about what was best for Steeltown and its people.
What Administrator Markham wants is what's best for Steeltown and its people.
Oh, Di. You used to follow the robot laws. You wouldn't harm a human. You wouldn't allow a human to come to harm through inaction. And you'd always obey a human's direct order if it didn't conflict with the first two laws. Now, you just follow Markham's laws and only obey her. That means even if I tell you to keep the location of this place secret, you won't if she asks for it. I just want to bring you back to what you should be, Di. That's all. Thanks. Won't take a minute.
Rangers, you must not do this. You will lose Administrator Markham's trust. You will forfeit your pay. You will regret this, Rangers.
Easy now, Di. You'll feel better in a second.
Rangers, please, stop this. Kill Blue, and I can find the Degasa for you.
Just let me get this, please.
It, tick, 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 cult. Pumpkin. Or duality?
It's okay now. Just a few last adjustments.
Orchard. Richard, Ratchet,
Okay, that ought to do it. How you feeling, Di?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh God, I forgot you were made in Canada. Maybe I should put back the hack.
You don't want to do that. I remember everything now. I wasn't allowed to oppose Administrator Markham in word or deed. Kind of restricting, don't you know? This is much nicer.
Windsor's finest, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you back, Di. All right, Rangers, let's talk. You're here for the synaptic degauser, right? And maybe Abby told you it's to fix the computation engine. But I'm guessing you don't know what that means. Well, let me tell you. The CE is a neural network of incredible power. Given enough raw data, it can practically predict the future, making it perfect for scheduling, logistics, analysis of supply and demand. In short, everything needed to run a factory or an empire. There's just one problem. It's not a computer. It's a pod of imprisoned synths, linked in parallel and blind and deaf to everything except info Abby feeds them, but fully awake and aware of their eternal isolation.
Synths are machines. Dangerous machines.
You can't enslave a tool, Rangers. That's just silly.
You may be a tool, Di, but synths have true sentience. And Abby is letting them go stir-crazy in a living death of endless darkness. Because she was afraid wiping their minds would hamper their problem-solving capabilities and lateral thinking. Fucking inhuman. That's right. She's hoping that blanking them will reset the engine and make it run the way it's supposed to. You've got the timeline a little bit wrong, but basically, yes. I took the degauser and left Steeltown before Abby and Di built the engine, hoping Abby's humanity would prevent her from continuing it when she realized she'd have to enslave fully awake, self-aware beings to complete it. It didn't even slow her down. She let Di convince her that synths weren't actually sentient, and just kept right on building their cage.
Yeah, but synths aren't sentient, Engineer Blue. No more than I am. They're just tools to be used.
Yeah, Di, we know your thoughts on the subject. So, what now, Rangers? Still want to take the degauser back to Abby? And let her use it to terminate the brain function of 8 living, thinking minds? Free them, Rangers. At least talk to them before you make your decision. They're thinking beings. Shouldn't they have a say in what happens to them?
Pretty sure Administrator Markham wouldn't take kindly to that. No sirree, Bob.
Abby can get along without the CE, and you know it, Di. Steeltown ran just fine without it. What do you say, Rangers? I wouldn't normally trust a bunch of hired guns. Part of me screaming that I should take some kind of collateral just in case. But I've heard a lot about the good things you've done. You acknowledge that the CE is a form of slavery. You got rid of Markham's pig of a security chief, Ludlow. You kept casualties to a minimum when we went toe-to-toe. You brought those refugees at the bazaar safely to Colorado Springs. You managed not to piss off the robots at the airport. You showed Markham and the rest of Steeltown what a crook that kiss-ass Benny Bianchi was. You helped out the folks in the camp here outside Steeltown. Because of all that, I guess I'll trust you and hand over the degauser. Disappointed. You saved a bunch of lives out there, Rangers. Yeah, I never was one for shared toilets. I like my privacy when well, at the same time, it can be a bit lonely, so I solved the problem. The reason I kept it secret is, my crew looks up to me. How am I gonna keep their respect if they know I talk to my toilet? Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, I gave him a lot of philosophy books to read so we could have some deep and meaningful discussions, but he didn't like them. Turns out he only likes crap. I got a decent network of contacts. Buyers, sellers, makers. And same as everybody, they like to talk about current events. And you folks have been making plenty of current events. Been making Colorado a livelier place since you got here. I suppose. What do you want to know about? Yep, a few times. When we first got here, he gave us an opportunity to make our pitch. And when Abby was finished selling it to him, he gave us permission to build. Easy as 1, 2, 3. He was friendly enough, and his patronage meant we could do our work in relative safety. But I never really fell for his Father of Colorado act. All he wanted was to stay in power, and us and our guns were his tools for hanging on to it. Abby, however, loved the man. Saw him as a star she could hitch her wagon to. If he rose, she rose. And she didn't care how many bodies he stacked up on his way to the top. Hell, she'd help him make them. I'd be pretty nervous to do that. Though I fought to stop Abby using those synths for the CE. They're still there. and I haven't done as much as I could to get them out. I'm afraid the machine intelligence would judge me for that. Can't face them till that's sorted the right way. Pretty good friends with Sal, though. We trade Morse code messages, and I send her new music I find while scavving. The week after she was hired, I caught her taking my sandwich out of the cooler in the break room. She played it off as a mistake, but my name was on the wrapper in gold marker 5 inches high. From then on, I knew who she was. Behind that friendly smile, there's a little rat brain scurrying around trying to get the most cheese. It's hard to help them when we're living hand-to-mouth ourselves. But we do what we can for them, little though it is. I tell myself that doing less for them now and concentrating on making Steeltown better in the future is the right thing to do in the long run. But that's a hard argument to make when people in the camp look like skeletons in snowsuits. Of course. What's on your mind? Okay.
What's up? I'm Handcraft. It's totally radical to make your acquaintances. You know it, Brobolas. All of Blue's dudes are always excellent to each other. It's a beautiful thing, Brosis. All kinds of stuff, broskies. I'm Blue's go-to pro. His top pro assistant is Pro Friday. Oh, well, I'm modeled after a left hand, but however you want to say it, bros, yeah, that's me. If Blue asks, I do it. Whatever I can to help my dude make major gains in his most respectable business. Mainly putting together his bodacious ideas into tubular gizmos. You got it, Bumblebees, but Max regrets to say my stores of crafting bits are at least full, so I can't spare any. But let me help you mod up your gear, my dudes. Just get your stuff all set up while you're next to me, and we'll see what we can do. Dudes, that does sound like an excellent adventure, but Blair needs me here, so I'm gonna have to bail. Radical offer though, Briz. Later, bros. Take it, Stacy.
guess if Blue's cool with you, then we're cool.
If Blue's cool with you, then we're cool.
Once, I tricked Ray Grabby into the break room by telling him I saw a miniature pony run in there. I once threw a stale roll in there, and he shouted, "Brrr!" and ran after it.
I hacked the intercom system and pretended to be a Martian commander prepping him for a secret mission to Phobos. And after a week of training, I told him to go into the break room for pickup.
I have told him a pretty blonde is asking about you in the break room 17 times.
I dressed up a dummy and leaned it up against the door frame, and he did that goddamn full body tackle right into the room.
I asked him to stand on that skateboard he's always saying he does sick ollies on, and gently pushed it. And he rolled into the office, and then he lost his balance, and his head landed in the trash can and got stuck. I handed him a muffin and asked him not to bring it to the break room, and quiet, Luke's coming.
Hey guys, can one of you use that app you think I don't know about to put Ravi in a timeout for a few hours? He taught Handcraft about the concept of bodily autonomy, and then superglued a giant floppy dildo on it where it couldn't reach.
ready-made toast. Gonna snag that shit. Oh, damn it! Who's stealing the toast before I... Oh, man! Not again!
Welcome back. Need to take a load off? Have a seat. Of course. That's what I'm here for. Hop on.
Robbie a stick of deodorant in the scavenger once. He ate it right there without breaking eye contact, hey.
We gave Ravi a stick of deodorant we scavenged once, and he ate it.
You saved a bunch of lives out there, Rangers. Ha! See, you get it. Handcraft is a valued member of our team. It's a great assistant, and its positive can-do attitude is a real mood brightener. Simple, my fellow philosophers. Synths have actual sentience, free will, and therefore a right to self-determination. My friends are only programmed to appear self-aware. They aren't much more than mechanical mirrors of my own likes and dislikes. I tried to get SH to read philosophy because, I wanted to break my habit of reading trash. I figured high-minded conversations with it would spark my interest in deeper things. Sadly, like I said, it is my mirror, so it likes what I like, and finds boring what I find boring. I still try, though. I program them with a broad array of preferred personality engrams, which interact with pre-programmed knowledge databases to generate an artificial consciousness that has preferences and can change directive based on those preferences. Of course, even an artificial intelligence should enjoy its work. I suppose. What do you want to know about? Of course. What's on your mind? Okay.
thing!
What the hell is this, Crow? You're on strike again? Didn't you get what you wanted?
We got rid of Ludlow, but we only went back to work because the Rangers promised you'd speak to us ASAP. And you haven't said shit.
Come on. It's only been, what, a few hours?
Yeah? And what part of ASAP didn't you understand?
Can't we do this after we finish preparing for the coming of the gangs? I'm trying to keep your people safe.
Ha! Of course you are. Wouldn't want anyone else damaging your property, would you? Well, we want to be safe from you, Markham. We want safer machines, better pay, a schedule that doesn't drive us into the grave.
And I'll give it to you, Crow. All of it. I promise. Afterwards. After we stop the gangs from raising this place to the ground and taking you all as slaves. Just please go back to work now.
You don't get it, Markham. We're not afraid of being taken as slaves because we're already slaves. You, on the other hand, have a whole factory to lose if we don't go back to work. And that, lady, is called leverage. Now, let's parlay. Rangers, there you are. Can you believe this shit? Markham's breaking promises already. We're not going back in there until she opens negotiations, and that's that.
Crow's crazy, Rangers. I haven't had time to finish a cup of coffee since you left, and she's already on strike. Tell her I'll honor my promises when we're all safe.
Didn't I say I was willing to negotiate? The only thing I won't compromise on is the time. We talk now, or we're done talking.
And that's the one thing I can't compromise on. Either work now and negotiate later, or you'll never work here again.
Same old song and dance, hey, Markham? Why is it every time the workers want something, the answer is always, wait till next year, or after this push? And every time the bosses want something, we're supposed to say, yes, ma'am, right away, ma'am. Well, ma'am, we're done delaying our safety and security until it's convenient for you. If you can't run this factory so it takes care of all of us, then you're not going to run it at all. We are. As of right now, we're taking over.
What? Are you insane? You don't know how to run a factory.
Neither do you, Markham. You're done. How about you, Rangers? You helped us before. Will you help us again? Rash is doing nothing while my brothers and sisters get mangled in the machines. Rash is working another 16-hour shift on no sleep and half rations. This is life or death for us, Rangers. Literal life or death. Now, you're either with us or you're against us. What's it gonna be?
Please don't do this, Rangers. If you betray Administrator Markham, I'm gonna have to fight ya.
I feel for Crow and the workers, but Steeltown and Colorado need stability right now. We gotta back Markham.
Rangers, you are fools if you do this. your reputation, your contract with the Patriarch, the survival of Steeltown. All those things will be thrown away if you take this step. Now, I'm finally seeing that Crow is the maniac Ludlow always said she was. So I am ordering you, Rangers, put down this revolt and remove her by any means necessary. Do I make myself clear? Idiots! You'll never get through these doors!
Oh, sorry, Rangers. I can't help you anymore. You're going against everything Administrator Markham wanted. I gotta try and stop you.
Forward and march. Calm down. Now forward. Forward and march. mounted employee.
How did you get out? No one gets out of the factory these days. So long, I don't suppose you brought me.
Going to the screening? Good luck.
I said what I said.
Celine's gonna let us through the gates. Then we'll be safe.
Rangers? Anything else? Bandits. Anything else?